Cross-country racing has attracted riders from a variety of cycling backgrounds. Former BMX and road champions find the new challenges as the ultimate experience. It's a 58-kilometre, 6-lap course built around a long ridge and foothills, the highest point 250 metres. The course is very dusty and some of the riders could experience some problems as far as vision is concerned. 113 competitors, among them the favourites, Norway's Rune Højdahl and Switzerland's Thomas Frischknecht. And already a mishap at the back of the field, just after the starting line there. As far as the leaders are concerned, they're off and away and ready to challenge for the lead. Unlike the recent cross-country event in the Olympics, where there were restrictions on the number of riders, today's world title has attracted a greater depth of talent.
And that start line crash we saw will have been badly affecting some riders who will have been held up by getting caught up in it or else held up behind it. Let's just hope that none of the main stars have been delayed. We can see here Hubert Paluba, the Italian, leading the field right now ahead of, that looks like Christophe Dupuis behind him, John Tomac, the Russian Pavel Cherkasov, followed by Britain's David Baker, as they head off for the first of 6 full laps on this 9.1 kilometre circuit. Yes, and already we can see that there's a large gap. Now, I'd say that was partly caused by the crash. Anybody who's not in this group really has missed the bus. They aren't going to see any of the front action in this race, as Paluba sets off at a fierce pace up the first climb. Hubert Paluba still forcing the pace. He's at the end of a very good season, the best so far of his career. He set his heart on winning the World Championships, and he's joined in a small breakaway from the field by Frenchman Jérôme Chiotti, followed by Christophe Dupuis and Swiss rider Thomas Frischknecht. As he approaches Ghost Gums to start the descent, Hubert Paluba will be very anxious to get to the front of this race, so he avoids the dust thrown up by the back wheels of the riders ahead of him. There goes Frischknecht, Dupuis, and Rune Højdahl has gone up to join the leaders. It looks like we're going to have quite a race here today. And approaching the rock slide towards the bottom of the descent, Paluba still has the lead. And now you can see why he wanted to be in the lead. There goes Chiotti after him, looking very cautious. Thomas Frischknecht, Højdahl, and Højdal's gone down. Now, I was standing there at the course when Højdahl went down. He got back up, had another big crash. He lost a lot of time, and it affected him fairly severely. We'll have to see if he can recover from it. Finishing the descent, we see Paluba going down Jacob's Ladder, followed there by Chiotti. Frischknecht's just gone to the Jacob's Ladder. I saw Højdahl pass by a rider before he got up. We're just seeing another rider coming into the frame now, and it's not Højdahl. I think that it's Christophe Dupuis coming in there. But Chiotti's riding away, and Hubert Paluba leading the field into the final 5 kilometres of the first lap. Now Chiotti looking behind him to see what sort of a gap they've got. Right now it looks like a convincing lead. It's a significant break, this one. I think that we should see something come of this one. And Hubert Paluba driving the pace here, not relenting for 1 second. He's really got the bit between his teeth. And some hard riding from Thomas Frischknecht and French rider Christophe Dupuis has brought them up to the leaders. We have a lead group of 4, and they are 15 seconds ahead of Rune Højdahl, who's doing his best to limit the damage, chase very hard before they get too far away from him. That's his only chance in the race, and we're taking a feed. Oh, and Chiotti's dropped his bottle. He's indicating out of a neutral feed that they can give him a bottle. And we see Tinker Juarez going down the rock slide. And a small pile up there. This is often the consequence of a crash in a steep, narrow section like the rock slide. And here we see defending world champion Bart Brentjens coming in the frame. Brentjens not having a good race today. We can see Højdahl there just ahead of Brentjens. So we get a picture of where Brentjens is. John Tomac, Polish rider Darius Gill, and Pavel Cherkasov there. John Tomac, the mountain bike legend, just going out of frame, followed by Bart Brentjens. Back to the leaders, and it's still Jérôme Chiotti, followed by Hubert Paluba. Now Chiotti has gone on the attack now. He's trying to break Paluba. We're a couple of laps into the race. Chiotti feels like he's got a good chance. What he has to do now is test Paluba, see how much Paluba has left in his legs, see if he responds to the attacks. And Chiotti is making Paluba work very hard to stay with him. Bart Brenchens coming by in 6th place. Felt before leaving the Netherlands that he could win the World Championships. On arriving in Australia, fell 6th, spent a couple of days in bed, and is now well and truly off form.
This is absolutely extraordinary. Australia's Paul Roning riding without a seat and not giving up. He's decided to continue, and that really is hard work. No respite on the legs at all, and really showing some true Aussie spirit there. A gutsy performance from the Aussie.
Onto the red ringer climb now, and back markers are already being reeled in on the 4th lap by the, well, this isn't the leader, this is Hubert Paluba. Paluba's tragedy is that he's lost the race for the gold medal. He's being caught by Frischnecht and Hoydal here. He now finds himself in a 3-rider group racing for the silver medal, while Chiotti's flown the coupe. He's broken Piero Paluba, he's broken Paluba's heart, and he's racing now in a solo bid for the gold medal. And Chiotti, 24 years old, soon to be married after the race, said that a good result here would be like a wedding present to him. And it certainly looks like he's going to get not just a good result, but the best result as he cruises down Jacob's Ladder, a big lead. And the battle now is for 2nd place, and it's Thomas Frischnecht in 2nd right now. He's got away from Hubert Paluba. Paluba is furious with himself. He's let the gold medal slip through his fingers, and now he's seeing the silver medal also disappear as Chiotti comes by to take the bell to start his final lap. It's been a great day for the French rider, and a great day for mountain biking too. This has been a truly exciting race with some genuine new talent coming into the sport. Jérôme Chiotti from Nantes, France, cruising towards his first ever World Championship win. The main battle now in this race is taking place 1 minute and 45 seconds behind Chiotti. Thomas Frischnecht still trying to lose Hubert Paluba. 5 seconds lead going up the red ringer climb, 20 seconds ahead of Rune Hoydal. Now this part's crucial. Frischnecht is not trying to lose so much Hubert Paluba. He knows he's got the beating of him. Who he's trying to really get away from is Rune Hoydal. And with a reasonable gap on this descent, Frischnecht, a good descender, should get away from Hoydal. Will Hoydal catch Paluba? And that's the question on Paluba's mind also, going into Jacob's Ladder, and Hoydal's very, very close. He's made up 20 seconds on this descent. Here we go into the final sort of switchbacks. And Hoydal, yes, coming out of the switchbacks, Hoydal's got Paluba into the closing kilometres of a race, and we've got a real battle on our hands now. And Frischnecht looks exhausted. He's cramping, he's hurting. He's probably doing all that he can though to stay ahead of these two, because he knows that the race between these two could well bring them right up to him, so his silver medal position could be in jeopardy. Hoydal tailing Paluba now, like a shark about to close in on its prey. And here's Jérôme Chiotti coming into the final kilometre, acknowledging the crowd, acknowledging his victory. This must be the happiest day of his life.
Yes, what a day for Jérôme Chiotti, the lesser known of the strong French contingent, now on his way to win the first world title for this Frenchman, and really celebrating in fine style, in traditional French style. About to cross the finish line, he really is soaking in the atmosphere. There he goes again, working his way to the finish line in no hurry. He's way ahead of his nearest rival. Crossing the finish line now, Jérôme Chiotti, the 1996 men's cross-country champion, and isn't he happy?
And here comes Frischnecht into view, pain and effort written all over his face, because he's being hotly pursued by Rune Hoydal just a few seconds back. Frischnecht puts in a superlative effort, gives it everything he's got, and he hangs on to take 2nd place, his 4th second place in the Mountain Bike World Championships. And he's come in just ahead of Rune Hoydal, crosses the line to take his first ever World Championships medal. He came here for the gold, he's going away with the bronze. He's going away happy. But the day belonged to Jérôme Chiotti.
C'est vrai que dans les 2 derniers tours, j'étais vraiment rassuré parce que bon, l'écart cessait d'augmenter, et bon, c'est vrai que ça m'a beaucoup rassuré. Seul l'ennui mécanique pouvait m'empêcher de devenir champion du monde, je crois, sur les 2 derniers tours.
It's been a wonderful performance by the French team, winning their 9th medal from 11 events. Jérôme Chiotti taking the senior men's cross-country ahead of Frischnecht and Hoydal.
Mountain bike technology has come a long way in recent years. This one a typical mid-range machine for the enthusiast looking at riding socially with an aim at entering higher levels of competition. Reliability and comfort are the main features. 50 millimetres of front suspension minimises bumps, while the body is spared from severe shocks and speed. Traction and steering are also improved. An easy-to-use 21-gear system means the bike will take you up the steepest climbs, while shifting gears is no problem, no matter what the speed. Cantilever brakes are designed for excellent stopping power, and there's plenty of space around the tyres to prevent mud from being trapped around the frame. This is the bike for the elite competitor. Lightweight and also reliable, this one available to the consumer with the deeper pockets. 24 speeds gives the rider a slightly closer range of gears from which to choose. Weight is no consideration for the downhill machine. The frame is heavy and durable. It differs from the cross-country bike with the addition of rear suspension. Retention devices around the transmission ensures the chain stays in place. This machine is specially built for one thing in mind and nothing else: downhill racing.